This is the strangest Lego piece I've ever seen. It's not plastic, it's not painted, and it smells odd. When I tried to find out more about it, silence. No articles, no pictures. Not even Lego knowledge that this piece was ever created. Today, I'm taking you deep into a Lego mystery that led me through dead ends, rare patents, and secret test programs. What I eventually discovered blew my mind and might just rewrite what we know about Lego's prototype history. This is the story of a forgotten experiment, failed innovation, and a rare Lego test brick made from alternative materials. This is the mystery of the wood sugar Lego brick. My journey started in October 2024. When I was browsing Facebook, I came across a collector who specialized in rare test bricks like Bayer or BASF. I ended up buying a few pieces from her. But then she offered me something else. A Duplo test brick made from alternative materials. She didn't say much, only that it wasn't plastic, that it came from a test program and the material PLA, polylactide, a biodegradable polymer. That already piqued my interest, but when the brick arrived, I noticed something strange. It was incredibly light, just about 2/3 the weight of a normal Lego Duplo piece. It had a milky grey shine and streaks along the sides. And most of all, it didn't feel like any Lego piece I've ever held. When I pressed her for more, she gave me 3 more clues. The piece was tested in Billund in 2015. It was made from something called wood sugar. And the supplier was a company called Green Sugar AG. That was the moment I knew this was no ordinary prototype. I started searching online, but nothing came up. No blog posts, no forum threads, not even Bricklink or in a database had this thing listed. At first glance, it was as if this brick never existed. But on a deeper search, I stumbled across a few online patents, filed by the now defunct company Green Sugar AG. This company focused on bio-based polymers derived from wood. My curiosity exploded, but I still needed confirmation. I had a name, a brick, a mystery, but no proof. And no one else seemed to know what I was talking about. So I took an unusual step. I went on LinkedIn, tracked down former employees of the Green Sugar AG and sent them messages. After several tries, one of them replied. He wasn't directly from the Lego collaboration, but he worked on the company's patent portfolio, and what he told me changed everything. He confirmed the following. The brick was indeed produced by Lego in a collaboration with the Green Sugar AG. The base material was made from spruce wood, which was broken into xylitol, a wood-based sugar. This sugar was fermented and polymerized into a base material. Then, it was mixed with silicates made from rice husks to increase strength. In other words, it was a fully bio-based material, made from plants and trees, not oil. The goal was to create a fully sustainable, biodegradable Lego brick. It was an ambitious idea, but the results weren't great. According to the former employee, the project faced serious issues. First, connection strength. The bricks didn't click the way Lego bricks should. The satisfying iconic Lego snip, it was weak and inconsistent. Second, cooling issues during the injection molding. The new material behaved very differently than standard ABS plastic. It cooled unevenly, forming visible streaks known as flow lines. These weren't just visual, they were feelable too. You can actually run your fingers across the brick and notice the irregularities. The brick also developed small dents in certain areas, likely caused by the material contracting in unpredictable ways after injection. The Duplo test brick also shows slight deformation. While it still appears mostly intact, it no longer fits properly within the Duplo system. It's now noticeably harder to attach to other Duplo pieces, and the inner tube is no longer perfectly round. This affects the brick's clutch power and compatibility with other parts. Visually, it looks messy, structurally unreliable. And then there's the texture, slightly off. A subtle woody smell, a strange weight lighter than a normal brick. But perhaps the biggest issue, Green Sugar AG ran out of funding. The entire project was quietly shut down, before any official communication was ever made. So, how many of these bricks actually exist? According to the ex-employee, only around 50 Duplo wood sugar test bricks were ever produced. Out of those 50, I've managed to track down 6 that still exist today, 5 from auction listings or private collections, and 1 in my own hands. But then came something even more unexpected. Months after I first got the Duplo piece, a known prototypes collector and friend of mine reached out to me. He had something no one else had publicly shown before. A 2x4 wood sugar test brick. And when I saw the photos, I didn't believe it. It had all the same visual traits as the Duplo version. Milky grey sheen, flow lines of texture, but in a classic system brick format. And just like the Duplo piece, it came from the exact same series of tests in 2015, meaning it shares the same mysterious origin story. When I inspected the brick in detail, I noticed something strange. This isn't just some random part, it has the LEGO logo imprinted inside and is clearly marked as a modern 2x4 brick, internally known by the part number 3001. But one of the studs has a mirrored C, something completely unique to this test piece. What's even more interesting, the mold number on this test brick is 901. That mold has been seen before, though very rarely, and is itself considered a test mold. But it was never seen with the mirrored C before. For comparison, the standard 2x4 LEGO brick usually comes from mold 11-266. So not only is the material experimental, but even the mold used is an oddity. But here's the kicker. Since then I've confirmed the existence of 2 other 2x4 wood sugar bricks, bringing the total to just 3 known in the entire world. Even though they're significantly rarer than the Duplo version, of which at least 6 have surfaced. This 2x4 LEGO piece is a true unicorn among LEGO collectors. It's not just a prototype, it's a ghost from an abandoned idea, frozen in time. And the fact that only 3 are confirmed to exist make it, in my eyes, the rarest LEGO brick that's physically accessible to collectors. Rarer than Mr. Gold, rarer than SDCC exclusives, rarer than the PET prototypes, which haven't even left LEGO's labs. This piece isn't just rare, it's legendary. When I posted photos and the story online, the reactions were wild. Some people were blown away, others said, that's not LEGO. A few even accused me of making this whole thing up. Someone joked, if it's so rare, put it on eBay for 5 grand and let's see if it sells. But many were genuinely fascinated, and most had never even heard of wood sugar bricks. Especially when compared to PET prototypes, those recycled PET bricks that LEGO announced in 2021 and killed off again by 2023. Unlike the PET bricks, which no collector has ever seen, the wood sugar bricks escaped. They're out here, and I have them. What is this brick worth? Let's look at an example. Mr. Gold, the most famous collectible minifigure, had a print run of 5,000. Prices range from 1,000 to 3,000 bucks. This, only 3 known pieces, maybe 5 maximum. It's almost unpriceable. Why? Because value isn't just about rarity, it's about story, about visibility. And right now, very few people even know this exists. But that's why I made this video, to share the story, to preserve the knowledge, and maybe inspire more discoveries. LEGO has been experimenting with alternative materials for many years. While the public only started to hearing about these efforts around 2018 with the introduction of sugarcane-based bricks, insiders know far more tests happened behind the scenes. In fact, LEGO has tested dozens, possibly even hundreds of different material combinations in their push towards sustainability. Some of those materials made it into official showcases, like the bio-based PBS compound brick, which you can find displayed at the LEGO house in Billund. It's a rare prototype in its own right, but it's part of LEGO's acknowledged research timeline. But the wood sugar bricks? Nowhere. Not in the LEGO house, not in public documentation, not in any official archive. It's like they never existed at all. The only evidence of this project lives in a few surviving pieces, quietly passed between collectors, while the rest were likely destroyed, locked away, or simply forgotten. It's a prototype that LEGO would probably prefer stayed buried, but it didn't, because here it is, held in my hands, one of the rarest, most mysterious LEGO bricks ever made. Lost in time, but not lost forever. If you enjoyed this deep dive into LEGO's hidden history, make sure to hit that like button, tell me in the comments what you think about it, and subscribe for more rare LEGO discoveries and prototypes. I've got plenty more to uncover, and I'd love for you to join me on this journey. Until next time, keep building, keep exploring, and keep uncovering the mysteries of LEGO.